Ahí estamos, tenía el micrófono apagado. ¿Cómo andamos? ¿Cómo andamos?
Muy bien.
No mientas, vos estás que te cagás encima. ¿Tomaste? ¿Cuántas pastillas tomaste?
2.
Muy bien. Estamos con problemas de alta intoxicación, la producción en vivo. Alto sable tengo. Chicos, ya se está... ¿Para qué? Esto ya se está yendo al demonio. Digan hola, que están en vivo. Así que bueno, ¿cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan? Bien dijiste que andabas. Muy bien, así me alegro. Hoy terminamos con el juego de Volver al Futuro. Hoy se termina. Y el jueves ya arrancamos algo nuevo. Pero bueno, tenemos que ir rapidito. Nos quedan 2 horas y media de juego. 2 horas y media, 3 más o menos. De juego tenemos que ir pim, 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 pum, pam, pim, pum, pam. Así que pasamos a lo que nos compete. A las noticias. ¡Ah!
Pero qué linda esa transición.
Pero esa ¿Se vio bien?
No soy yo todavía.
No, porque estás en YouTube. Entonces lo ves como un minuto más tarde. Tengo que averiguar cómo dejar que no haya tanta tardanza. Lo hacemos otra vez. ¡Apa! ¡Ah! Pero esto se está yendo a la mierda ya.
Qué linda transición.
¡Qué linda transición! ¡La puta madre! Bueno, vamos a las noticias. Para algo hice eso. Como siempre, arrancamos con la ciudad de La Plata antes de que me cambien todos los titulares. Piden el cierre preventivo, alarma por un caso de meningitis bacteriana y faltazo masivo en una escuela de La Plata. A ver si es alguna de las tuyas.
Sí, es una de las mías.
¡Mentira! No, dice el normal 3.
Normal, 3 dice.
58 entre 8 y 9.
Ah, entonces no. Bueno, normal 3, ¿no es?
Ah, vas a tener que ir a dar clase.
Sí.
Bueno. No, pará, porque ya me dijeron como 3. El caso se registró en la escuela secundaria número 34. ¿Y qué dice acá abajo? Ah, la recomendación 219 de la Comisión Jurisdiccional Mixta aconseja que no... la suspensión de las clases. Axel Kicillof, a quienes no voten para voltear el veto de Milei los consideramos traidores al pueblo y a la historia. Todos dicen lo mismo. Cuando estos no son gobierno, dicen que los otros son traidores. Cuando los otros no son gobierno, dicen que los otros son traidores. No puede ser. Si son todos traidores, ninguno es traidor. No sé, fíjense. Un besito, Kicillof. Argentina visita Venezuela. Scaloni está preocupado por el clima de Miami, pero anticipó una buena noticia. Se te van a volar los jugadores al mismísimo demonio. No, porque hoy nota importante en Infobae. ¿Cómo está viviendo Albertario, Jimena Barón y no sé qué otra más? El huracán del estado de la Florida. No sé por qué le hizo.
¿Ahora está viviendo en Miami?
No, está de vacaciones y subió historias. Ahora te cuento. Por unanimidad, el Consejo Deliberante aprobó un pedido de informes por el servicio que presta ESUR. ESUR es el que, acá en La Plata, levanta la basura. Contra el veto, estudiantes de la UNLP tomarán el rectorado y pasarán la noche antes de marchar. ¿Cuándo marchan? Vamos a ver cuándo marchan. Se espera la presencia de un nutrido grupo de estudiantes en el rectorado de la UNLP para pasar la noche y luego movilizar en rechazo al veto universitario.
¿Quién marcha?
Los de la facultad. Durante la tarde de este martes se llevó a cabo una asamblea estudiantil en la Facultad de Humanidades, de la cual participaron las comisiones de cada carrera y las agrupaciones opositoras a la conducción del centro de estudiantes. Si bien se evaluó la posibilidad de ocupar el predio del ex BIM 3, esto es en psicología, finalmente decidieron avanzar con la toma del rectorado. Según pudo saber 021.com.ar, Humanidades fue la primera, pero se sumarán estudiantes de otras facultades. Por ejemplo, distintas agrupaciones de la Facultad de Medicina. Ah, mi sobrino debe estar... ¡Uy, qué tiré! Ah, el control. Mi sobrino debe estar chocho de la vida con esto. Se plegaron a la medida Mientras que Psicología y Artes están próximas a sumarse a la espera de la aprobación de sus respectivas asambleas. También se espera la participación de estudiantes de ciencias exactas. Al final no se unió nadie, chicos. Es todo, todas promesas. La convocatoria de los centros de estudiantes está programada para las 20, ubicada en 7:47 y 48. Los manifestantes pasarán la noche en el lugar para luego desde allí movilizarse ese Congreso Nacional con el objetivo de visibilizar su reclamo contra el veto a la ley de financiamiento. Pero esto no fue el miércoles pasado. No. ¿Qué, todos los miércoles se va a hacer? Si hay alguien en el chat que sabe, que nos informe. ¿Qué más? Casa Un Clan celebra 10 años de historia con un increíble festival en Meridiano Quinto este sábado. Ah, ¿tenemos fiesta? La sala de conciertos platense que cumple una década repleta de cultura y conciertos. Ah, ¿esto es donde fuimos nosotros? No. El evento estará encabezado por la mítica banda de cumbia Supermercado. Pero también contará shows de Hojas por el Barrio, Bestia Bebé, Nina Suárez, Fama y Guita, Recreo Uruguayo y The Charlie's Jackets. La propuesta tendrá lugar en 16 y 17. Debe ser la dirección. Desde las 16. Contará además con la musicalización de Mora Palvi, Ramiro Sagasti, Aladro, Nene Mostro, Hormiga DJ 2.0 y DJ Limón, y el acompañamiento de empresas locales como Cerveza Baigón, Estación Kenoma, Bermu Interferencia y la cooperativa Gran Pez. Les mandamos un besito y les deseamos mucha suerte. Siguiente. Alarma revelan quién es el preso que se fugó de la comisaría ubicada en pleno centro de La Plata. Se escapó un preso de ahí de 53, 11 y 12. Ahí nomás de la Plaza Moreno. Bueno, se escapó de la comisaría. Tensión en la Unión Cívica Radical, qué raro. Barra Bravas interrumpieron el comité provincial ubicado en La Plata. Barra Bravas, ¿para qué? ¿Qué tiene que ver los Barra Brava con hinchas de estudiantes? El oficialismo denunció la presencia de hinchas de estudiantes. Muy sutil el muchacho con el pantalón, con la joguineta, con el escudo así enorme de estudiantes. Muy sutil. Y aprietes al presidente de la Junta Electoral después de que se declarara ganador a Miguel Fernández. ¿Y qué culo tiene que ver estudiante con la UCR? La disputa por el resultado de la elección de la UCR bonaerense se enturbió en las últimas horas por la irrupción de parientes barra bravas y patotas al hacer el comité provincial en La Plata. Bueno, le mandamos otro besito a los chicos estos. Y después ya arrancan con las noticias siempre de... ¡Ah! Hay un nuevo paro de colectivos. El 30 de octubre parece ser que van a hacer paro total de transporte. Colectivos, aviones, como si me tomara alguno, barcos y trenes. No se va a poder avanzar. Avanzar no, viajar. Bueno, ustedes me entendieron. ¿Qué más? Ah, pará, que tenemos audios.
Hola, el palo de luz.
Para que no sé si se escucha.
Hola, el palo de luz.
El palo de luz, le dice la muy desubicada.
Hola, sable de luz, por favor, hablando con propiedad.
Ahí estamos. Muy bien, han quedado los dos. Estampados no se dice. ¿Cómo se dice? Cuando quedan...
¿Escrachados?
No, escrachados tampoco.
No sé, amor.
Cuando quedan para la posteridad en la red de redes. Han quedado los dos plasmados para la posteridad. Ahora vamos a de qué estoy hablando. Pasamos a las noticias del país. Esperen que lo volvemos a hacer. Lo único que me falta de todo esto es la botonera que la producción se tomó el trabajo un día de buscar en YouTube. No sé si se tomó el trabajo o le apareció de pedo, pero a mí me sirve. Tener una botonera en los numeritos del teclado. Me reservaría con OBS. Todavía no lo vi el video. No vamos a mentir. El gobierno cree que está cerca de obtener dictamen para los pliegos del hijo de García Mansilla a la Corte Suprema. Luego del freno de las últimas semanas, la Casa Rosada ordenó acelerar las negociaciones con el Senado y asegurar que la semana que viene podrían obtener dictamen de la Comisión de Acuerdos, el rol de Santiago Caputo y de su mano derecha. Santiago Caputo, deja de tocarte la cara, por Dios santo. Luis Caputo amenaza con cerrar las sucursales Banco Nación en municipios que cobren tasas abusivas. ¿Qué pasó hoy? Hoy apareció una nota en el diario porque parece ser que los mercados están reaccionando muy bien a la situación económica política de nuestro bendito país. Entonces, claro, están bajando el dólar MEP, está bajando, están empezando a entrar dólares, por eso baja el dólar MEP. Se está checando la brecha entre el dólar MEP y el Blue. Como que el dólar tarjeta a mucha gente ya no le está dando bola, porque como está empezando a haber movimiento de dólares, porque antes la gente los compraba y se los guardaba. Ahora no, ahora los compra y los ponen en uso. Gracias Amazon de que viniste a la Argentina. Entonces, ¿qué pasó? El riesgo país bajó de 1200, que hacía como 11 meses que no bajaba de 1200. Y se envalentonaron todos. Se envalentonaron y como pasa siempre con estos pelotudos, se envalentonan y salen a abrir la boca y a decir pelotudeces. Bueno, Caputo quiere cerrar el Banco Nación. A ver, ¿qué más? El gobierno buscará privatizar el 49% de la estatal ARSAT que podría salir a la bolsa en 2025. Por lo menos eso significa que vamos a tener la mayoría del porcentaje en la empresa. Una lástima, porque claramente ese 49% va a tener más decisión, como pasa siempre con estas cosas. Una lástima porque nosotros nos estamos pudiendo ver gracias a ARSAT. Pero bueno, estos cabezas de termo no lo están entendiendo.
Un saludo para Vanessa que trabaja en...
Un saludo para Vanessa que ¿Trabaja en ARSAT?
Vanessa,
¿O trabajó?
Vanessa trabaja para...
Bueno, un saludo. El tabaquismo es uno de los factores de riesgo que más impulsan el aumento de los casos de cáncer. Jamón. No es nada nuevo. Ahora vamos a la interna del PJ. El video del error que desató la crisis entre Bielsa y los jugadores de la selección de Uruguay. Y luego, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Ves? El Banco Central compró 39 millones de dólares. Eso significa que entraron 39 millones de dólares a sus arcas, pero volvieron a bajar las reservas. Y sí, porque la gente está empezando a moverlo el dinero. ¿Qué está pasando con el PJ? Cristina no quiere dejar las tetas quietas. Así nomás. Entonces, ¿qué está? Hoy Luciana Gauna lo explicó muy bien. Algo como muy común de los partidos políticos en nuestro país es que patean las cosas. Patean. ¿Qué estuvieron pateando durante todo este tiempo? Porque estaban todos, Milei malo. Y el otro, en vez de defenderse contra los políticos, se defiende contra Lali, que ni corta ni pincha. Pero bueno, se están acercando las fechas en las cuales tienen que elegir la presidencia de cada partido político. Y como lo estuvieron pateando, de repente se encontraron con que en 10 días tienen que tener un presidente, porque si no, se les cae el partido. Tiene que ver algo con la... Me sale comisión electoral, pero bueno, con la junta electoral y a futuro el tema de las elecciones. Es un toquecito complicado, como todo en la política en este país. Y como ninguno se estaba haciendo cargo del PJ, porque Alberto medio que los dejó en una posición incómoda, Cristina ahí apareció cual salvadora, cual Jesucristo, y dijo: yo me hago cargo de esta mierda de partido y me voy a poner enfrente. Y ahí fueron todos a decir Cristina. Y salió Randazo, por Dios. Salió Randazo a decir que Cristina no lo representaba. Todo ofendido salió a decir que Cristina no lo representaba y que él iba a renunciar al PJ y que... Y parece ser que también, como en el medio de toda esta pelea entre a ver quién es la cabeza del PJ, está Kicillof, que es como que lleva un montón de gente y está, vení para acá. Onda perrito entre dos dueños. Estamos así. Están así las cosas en el país. Hubo un nuevo esquema piramidal que ha explotado, muy parecido al de Cositorto. Se llama Rainbow X. Parece ser que es una estafa piramidal que está haciendo furor en San Pedro.
Pará, ¿no se llama los caballeros del no sé qué? Los Snow. ¿Cómo es caballero?
Night.
El consorcio de caballeros.
No, yo sé que se llama Rainbow X.
Yo sé que se llama Night Consortium.
Miles de habitantes en la ciudad bonaerense de San Pedro invirtieron en una plataforma que promete altos retornos en poco tiempo. Como todo en una estafa piramidal, el que primero entra es el que más se lleva la papota. El último que entra es el que pierde sus ahorros de toda su vida. Que yo no te las pongo acá ni pedo. Pero bueno, a través de una plataforma denominada Rainbow X, que promete altos rendimientos en criptomonedas de dudosa existencia, miles de personas han invertido sus ahorros con la esperanza de duplicar su capital en un corto plazo. Sin embargo, las alarmas se encendieron cuando algunos comenzaron a cuestionar la legalidad del esquema. ¿Pero qué es lo que pasa? San Pedro parece ser que es como un lugar muy chiquito. Y hay un 20% de la población que está participando en esto. Entonces, si al 100% le sacás los menores, claramente, es mucha gente la que está metida en esto. ¿Cómo saltó Night Consortium? El sistema se llama Rainbow X, que está manejado por el Night Consortium. ¿Cómo saltó esto? Porque empezaron a aparecer los videos de los supuestos... ¿cómo se llama? Directivos. Y se descubrieron que eran actores. Eran actores que en estos momentos están en Polonia. Pero algunos... ¿Cómo se descubrieron? Porque los nerds estamos en todas partes, chicos. Uno de los actores parece ser que participó en la serie de The Witcher. Y un gordo nerd dijo, pará. Porque ese señor yo lo conozco. Ese señor es actor. Y ahí empezaron a escarbar y descubrieron que uno de los dos directores de Night Consortium es este actor. No, es cualquiera. Y después también hay otro video de una chica que creo que es tailandesa. A ver si lo encuentro. 14 días hábiles tienen para investigar a Rainbow X en la Argentina. O sea que por ahora les congelaron las cuentas. Lo mismo que con Cositorto, lo mismo. A ver si encuentro de dónde es. Porque el video de la chica es fabuloso. Es fabuloso. Es una chica china. No era tailandesa. Maurici Lixco y Philip Walser. Ay, toqué la pantalla pensando que era algo en la pantalla y no, la letra es así. Ay, Dios. Los actores polacos que simularon ser los gurúes de la app que tienen vilo a San Pedro. Es un montón. Dos ignotos artistas de Europa del Este que cruzaron el Atlántico contratados especialmente para hacer un acto motivacional financiero. No, te juro que yo no lo puedo... Yo te juro que no lo puedo creer. Es algo que no... Hay uno que tiene aparición en 32 series de televisión. Es un montón. Señor, lo van a prender fuego. Así nomás. Pero bueno, la tenemos a Cristina que quiere hacerse cargo del PJ. La tenemos una nueva estafa piramidal que son... después de que pasa todo con las estafas piramidales, vos empezás a ver y a escuchar toda la historia. Y es apasionante la historia de estas cosas. Y por último, tenemos el huracán Milton. Que el huracán Milton venía cargándose a tu hermana, se la cargó el huracán Milton. Sabelo, ¿eh? El huracán Milton pasó por Quintana Roo y dijo, me llevo medio Quintana Roo. Como categoría 5. Bajó a categoría 4 y dijo, me voy para los Estados Unidos. Tengo visa, dijo. Bajó a 3, entonces los norteamericanos se le calmaron las tetas. Pero de repente, así como si no quiere la cosa, dijo, no, soy categoría 4, discúlpame. Yo no soy categoría 3, yo soy categoría 4. Y ahora subió a categoría 5. Así que cuando esto llegue a las costas de Florida, se va a cargar medio estado de la Florida. La gente ya se está poniendo un poco nerviosa. También porque no funciona acá mal el Servicio Meteorológico Nacional. Funciona mal en todas partes. Así que en Estados Unidos también fue como que dijeron, pará, porque me dijiste que esto era categoría 3. Y en 4 o 5 horas de repente tomó velocidad y ahora es categoría 5. Hay videos de la tormenta de Milton desde la estación espacial que se te frunce el upite. De ver lo que... Igual es fascinante. Es fascinante. De ver lo que es capaz la naturaleza. Pero bueno, con respecto al huracán, Guirao Díaz, Claudia de Albertar. O sea, las notas son: ¿a qué hora y en dónde impactará el poderoso huracán Milton? Huracán Milton, el ciclón se fortalece y regresa a categoría 5. Dijo, no, mi ciela, yo no voy a ser categoría 4. Amenaza extremadamente seria, advierten sobre el devastador huracán. A poco de que toque tierra, advierten sobre la tormenta más destructiva. Vos lees esos títulos y se te frunce. Se te frunce. Agradezcamos que no tenemos huracanes acá. Y en el medio de todo eso, ¿cómo viven Rocío Guirao Díaz, Claudia Albertario y Jimena Barón la amenaza del huracán? Y vos lees la nota de Guirao Díaz y Albertario te dicen, mirá, nosotros estamos en Miami, que está como abajito del estado de Florida, están como acá abajo. Y ya nos dijeron que nos va a pasar por el costado. Así que como que un poco nos relajamos. La que está con las tetas que se las agarra es Jimena Barón, que está en el medio de Juan Carlos Disney. Porque se llevó al hijo, a la hermana y a la madre que quería conocer Disney. Y les dijo, vamos. Y dijo, no voy a investigar el momento en el cual vamos a ir. Igual estaba medio que los agarró de sorpresa, porque ya vienen de otro huracán. Que se llamaba Helen. Bueno, no importa. Pero igual Juan Carlos Disney está diciendo, che, yo voy a tener todo abierto igual. Y en Juan Carlos Disney también está Alejandro y Yamila con la familia, que hoy no tuvieron mejor idea que ir a Hollywood Studios y este muchacho cumplió el sueño de mi vida, que es construir un sable láser. Este chico construyó un sable láser, lo cual vamos a mostrar ahora en vivo, porque esto se merece mostrarlo. Y además es de color violeta. O sea, todo bien hizo. Hizo todo bien. ¿Es este el video? Sí. Vamos a descargarlo. Ah, no lo puedo descargar. Ay, no lo puedo descargar en la compu. Ay, ¿por qué no? Why not? Oh, no te la puedo creer. Oh, pero no lo puedo abrir tampoco esto. Ahí estamos. Pará. Vamos a... Vamos a pasar. Vamos a hacer así. Vamos a hacer así. ¿Estoy queriendo hacer esto? ¿Qué es esto? Estoy queriendo... Ah, sí, estoy queriendo hacer esto. Ahora van a ver mi WhatsApp. Esperen,
Ojo con los números.
No se ven los números. Tienen los nombres nada más. No pongas play. Te estoy diciendo que no pongas play. Pero... Qué difícil que es esto. Vamos a hacer una desvanecencia. Mandale a las transiciones, pa. ¿Qué haces, Alancito? Ya mandé la primera. Y vamos a ver esto que es una puta locura. ¿Se nos ve bien? Ah, todavía no se vio porque ustedes tardan 20 segundos en verlo. parece mi número de teléfono, ¿no? No, mi número de teléfono. Porque vos muy preocupado por nosotros. Miren lo que es esto, qué lindo.
And on your hilt, and activate.
¡Violeta!
Please raise your lightsabers high. You have built a lightsaber like the Jedi and Sith.
El de allá atrás, choto, se lo hizo rojo.
You can change the galaxy.
Esto es fantástico. Esto es fantástico. Esto es fantástico. ¿Y saben cómo pueden ayudar? Pueden ayudar con el cafecito a que hagamos lo mismo. Mirá cómo te lo conecté todo. Pero qué... ¡Ay!
Canción.
¡Qué genio que soy! ¡Por Dios!
Hay canción.
Sí, pará, que no puedo todo junto. No, si yo necesito una segunda computadora haciéndome todas estas cosas. Ahí tienen el cafecito para ayudarnos a llegar y hacer esto y hacerlo en vivo. Ay, mirá si lo podemos hacer en vivo. No, qué locura que sería. Y después, ¿dónde estará? Porque a mí se me dio por ordenar todos estos archivos. Acá hay una. ¿Es esta? Pará, ¿es esta?
En mi alcancía
¡Sí!
voy volando, un billetito cada día, mi sueño es ir volando.
A Disney, la tierra de alegría. Imagínate, logramos irnos y suena esto en el avión. Es una genialidad. Este fue el momento alto de la producción este año. Pero fue magia. Esto fue magia, Esto fue magia. Así que bueno, ya les robé media hora con esto. Ah, una noticia más. Una noticia más tenemos. Hoy se disolvieron varios fondos importantes. El fondo de las becas y dos fondos más que ahora no me estoy acordando de qué.
De los bosques.
El de los cuidados ambientales y otro más. A ver, eso no significa que que desaparecen las becas. No significa eso. Vamos a calmarnos las tetas porque hoy a la mañana estaban todos... que van a sacar las becas. Que... No van a sacar las becas, las progresar. Pero van a tener menos plata. Eso significa la disolución de los fondos. O sea, la vas a seguir teniendo la beca, pero no sé si te va a servir de mucho porque vos viste lo que sale... los apuntes y todas esas cosas. Pero bueno. Y otra cosa que van a cerrar es el ENOSA, que es el Ente Nacional de Obras Hídricas de Saneamiento. Que esto lo estoy leyendo desde la página de argentina.gov.ar. Ejecutamos políticas para la gestión de recursos hídricos y priorizamos las obras para el acceso al agua potable y al saneamiento de toda la población. Lo que hace el ENOSA es... Tienen que hacer... el Estado tiene que hacer alguna obra importante de cloacas y agua potable, y lo hace por medio del ENOSA. La verdad es una mierda la noticia. Una mierda. Sé que desde el sindicato se publicaron unas palabras que no las tengo acá a mano porque no tengo Instagram abierto en la compu, pero pueden dirigirse al Instagram de Prensa Sosba y ahí van a tener el comunicado por la situación. La verdad una mierda de cómo... Como siempre, no... Me parece que no se dan cuenta de lo que están haciendo. Y después tienen a todas las focas aplaudiéndole. Sí, es lo que votamos, es lo que votamos. Te van a sacar donde cagar, pedazo de pelotudo, date cuenta. Pero bueno, es lo que votaron, es lo que votaron. Son unos idiotas, son unos idiotas. Pero bueno, no me voy a enojar. No me voy a enojar. Pasemos a lo que nos corresponde. Que también tenemos... Miren esto, miren esto, la puta madre. A ver. Ay, recién estoy con... Pasemos a lo que nos compete. Pero la puta madre. Qué largo que se hace en YouTube esto, por Dios.
Wow.
Mirá qué lindo.
Pero qué linda transición.
Qué linda la transición. Bueno, último capítulo, último episodio de Volver al Futuro. Teniendo que salvar la línea de tiempo. El Emmet de la línea de tiempo de Citizen Brown de repente dijo: che, no me parece bien que Edna quede sola en el futuro. Así que me la llevo en el auto. Y medio como que nos cagó toda... Otra vez el pene de Emmet mandoneando. Veremos cómo termina esto. ¿No ibas a salir, amor? Sí, me preocupo porque está medio heavy el coso, el barrio. Bueno, por las dudas. ¿Quién duerme así?
Hello?
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Doc. Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Okay.
Well, stay put. I'm on my way.
Great, but first I need you to perform an important mission.
Okay.
On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
What?
It's Edna.
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
¿Dónde se guarda eso este chico? No queremos saber. ¿O sí? No, no queremos saber, no queremos saber.
Yeah! Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Oh.
Doc!
It was science.
Oh, Dios.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science, But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
No,
Haven't
ni un
I?
poco,
I
ni un
guess we'll
poco.
both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No. Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go?
Oh, mirá, me acabo de enterar que Rusia y Turquía bloquearon el acceso a Discord. ¿Pero por qué? ¿Dónde está? ¿A dónde fue?
Oh, come on. Here, little static thingy.
Oh, pero se me voló. ¿Qué tengo que subir al...?
I can't reach it.
Ya sé que...
Gotcha.
¡Ah! Mirá cómo lo agarré.
Whoa!
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display, because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right, all right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Muy bien, ¿eh? Muy bien la cancioncita. Bueno, ¿en dónde está? Debes...
Enlightenment awaits you.
¿Y en dónde está? Ay, no sé cuál es la de Emmet. Uy, Dios, estos dos.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
Where's Emmett?
¿Dónde está Emmet?
Is he
perra?
missing?
Don't you recognize a ploy when you see one? Now, do your duty.
Ah, era esta la de...
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
No me cae muy bien, Edna.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last
Oh,
night. I
Dios.
found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist,
Ay,
a
Dios.
foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo.
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose. But she's been getting some clout in town, ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. And, well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law.
Ok.
Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better, where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué tenemos para hacer? ¿Qué es esto? Esto es Aquarium, Diver, Theremin, Poster Guy. ¿Qué es esto? A ver. No puedo pasar.
Insert ticket to enter.
¿Esto? Tampoco puedo pasar.
Insert ticket to enter.
Bueno. ¿Esto?
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Emmett's gonna fly his electrokinetic levitator, and he's gonna do it today. I can't believe Danny let himself get bullied into shutting down Emmett's booth.
Esto es un teléfono. No sé para qué me sirve.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Trixie, ¿qué es esto?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Ok. ¿Cómo va, Lauti?
Greetings, forward thinkers of Hill Valley.
Trixie me va a ayudar con
Hi,
los
Trixie.
tickets.
That's Techne to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea.
Esperen,
You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
¿Cómo
How
tengo
much
los
are
tickets?
tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here. You're kind of like family now.
¡Ay,
you know?
me dio tickets!
Thanks.
¿Dónde
You
está
seen
Emmett?
Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah, uncle or something?
Or something. Thanks.
Happy to help.
Ya está, ya tengo los tickets. No me importa todo el resto. Por ahora. Necesito... Ahora voy a poder pasar a estos lugares. Ok, bien.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Ok, esto lo puedo usar.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
¡Ah! ¡Lo tengo que cambiar! Tengo que cambiar las cosas. ¡Ya fue! ¿Pero para qué? Y seguramente la debo tener que llevar a Edna ahí. ¿Pero cómo? Vamos a cambiar las flores de lugar. Primero vamos a cambiar esto.
Why?
Greetings again, mortals! This is
Okay.
Techni, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
¡Ah! Porque tengo tiempo para...
Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Y allá está. No la tengo que llevar allá, la tengo que dejar acá. Esto lo tengo que dejar acá.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Y ahora desde acá... ¿Pero para qué?
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Ya fue, aprieto este.
In the house of the future, phone conversations
Ah, mira que
will be
justo.
completed in the privacy of the personal phone
Siempre hay que elegir la opción
Hey.
del medio.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Phone boot.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni, Muse of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Ah, puedo elegir Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to ya.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan. I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear, but it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh, yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Hija de mierda.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator. That the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered
Yes. I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnoff, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young Comrade Smirnoff, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnoff's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnoff. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnoff?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful.
Ay, Dios.
The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Ok, bien. Ahora tengo que ir a buscar las flores y dárselas al...
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of pond scum.
¿Y ahora dónde está Emmett?
Is a mysterious and little known...
Porque hasta ahora no he podido salir de acá adentro.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This will only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
Ay, se escapó la
You know,
vieja.
one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth?
Let's take that as a yes. Emmett's gotta be around here somewhere.
Ok.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Me queda poquito tiempo. el reloj.
Algae cakes! Miracle food from the swamp lid! Get your algae cakes!
Bueno, vamos a empezar a buscarlo, ya fue.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea most enlightening.
Pero no me sirve de nada hacer eso.
Well,
Heavy.
monsieur has a way with words.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great,
okay.
thanks.
Crucemos. Pero es esta la... ¡Ahí están!
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him.
Pero la puta madre.
Perfect.
¿Y a dónde tengo que ir? ¿Acá? Ah, esto es el House of... Ah, cualquier cosa estaba pensando entonces.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him.
Pero...
He's crazy.
¡Golpeale!
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable
Ah.
and soundproof.
Ah, no iba a poner.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Ok. No me sirve de nada esto. Ah, bien, 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 bien. ¿Qué le está dando? ¡Oh! ¡Qué pelotudo que es! Dios. Uy, ¿ahora? ¡Ah! ¡Salí!
Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker?
Oh.
It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Vamos a hablar con... Este es el que nos dijo... No, ¿dónde vas? No, ¿dónde vas? Pero marcame el... Ahí está.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about.
Ay, sos vos,
just
Emmett.
left not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch them.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors.
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confused.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him.
But...
If you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Pero tengo los tickets.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break. You've got to take my ticket and let me into the bathysphere. It's the rules.
If you've got the problem, go lodge a complaint.
Algae cakes taste so good you'd swear they was
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure. That's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I am only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere. Mon Dieu, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. the bathysphere exhibit his... Step back! You're crimping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, eh, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Mr. Emmett Brown.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped hose means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not. I command you uncrimp that hose.
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Ah, me tengo que quedar acá. ¿Por cuánto tiempo?
Step off the hose.
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it.
Then neither will I.
So the gears, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
Oh, I know how that is.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today?
That ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
I don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown!
Objection! Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant! Emmett,
Are you... You don't think you can shelter him?
No sé cuál de las tres.
Maybe Emmett would come out from wherever it is he's hiding if you tried the reasonable approach.
This is the reasonable approach.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not gonna say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. You dare to disobey?
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there. Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well...
At least give it a shot.
Father?
Son?
You've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young.
Oh,
you don't know what it's
Dios,
like to
qué
have
insoportable.
dreams, to have ambitions so great and so powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop on where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules?
Ooh.
Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of. Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Ay, nunca puse...
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are
Con razón lo veía
kinda...
oscuro.
good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa, He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Ahí estamos.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No. Next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator. The future is coming today.
He's flying! My Emmett is flying!
Doc!
Se rompió todo. Emmett finds his muse.
Hey, stop! Get back here!
Uy, se llevó el auto. ¿Pero quién? ¿Ella? ¡Ay, ella se llevó el auto!
You okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Marty!
¡Oh!
Oh my God! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium.
I'll get help.
Newspaper.
What? You mean... Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay.
Porque
Marty.
Arreglé la línea de
Come on,
tiempo.
Doc,
Entonces
don't
este
do
no es
this.
el
Don't
Doc
go.
que nosotros conocemos.
Doc, come back. Doc?
Con los pelitos
Marty,
parados.
have you been out here the whole time?
Emmett, is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. If I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. You need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
So, what comes next?
Work, work, and more work. A few more stumbles, followed by a breakthrough or two. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah? Try me. What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me. Don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
I guarantee it.
¿Y ahora cómo vuelvo? Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Hey.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? The dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
It wasn't.
Never mind, it's better I
¿Que ya
don't know
está? ¿Ya
this is
terminó?
back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere?
Ese sí es Michael Fox.
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad-blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
Car!
Oh, great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott!
Oh, ¿y a dónde viajó ahora la vieja?
Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Uh-oh.
Ay, mirá, lo cambian en el momento. Qué loco.
Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Well, now you two looking mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
What happened to Hill Valley?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Could you help us with her?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Can I drive?
Mary Pickford.
Ok. Vamos a hablar con...
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Ok.
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
Harry.
Harry Callahan.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You tried to have me arrested once, a long time ago. Remember?
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Ah, es la puerta del DeLorean lo que está colgado. Es el DeLorean lo que está colgado.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
I brought you... him.
Oh, him. Him ho.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is. It's October 13th, 1931. Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett.
Oh, stay there!
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Señora, ¿qué le pasó?
Darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh, he's after me!
Uy, pobre, está re loca.
Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? Oh, what's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Nah. I don't think so.
Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use. This hat doesn't frame her face very well. Nice fit. Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Grandfather was much more shaggy. Oh, grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street, lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him. Acting like a big shot. Throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil.
This is the key to our mystery. We've got to get her memory back in the groove.
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
Y lo tengo que poner acá.
Talk about a watering hole.
A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise!
Yeah.
Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
I wonder what's cooking.
Ahí está.
No, you're doing it all wrong. It'll never burn like that. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. Isn't it beautiful? The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness. Burn, you sucker! Burn!
¡Está loca!
She was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it, Edna? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions
prendió
were
fuego
pure.
todo Hill
It wasn't
Valley.
supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're...
A hooligan!
too thick.
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Hill Valley destroyed by fire started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan? You set me up for a fall, you and Smirnoff. You made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to... You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in a Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right? This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right.
Much obliged.
¿Y ahora? Pensé que terminaba ahí el juego. Ya es la segunda vez que me mienten con un supuesto final. $1876. Ok.
There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
We'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back. You go through the front.
Got it.
Okay.
I think I liked it better on the outhouse.
Ah, está acá adentro.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard B. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! If you shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us.
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out, unless somebody manages to disarm both of you at the same time.
How the hell am I supposed to do that? Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift. I wonder what's in these. No, stop, quiet. Gah.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap. There goes all my pickled pig's feet.
Are you here to haul me back to 1931 for my supposed crimes? Or is there some sort of time court for that kind?
Man, this thing is not light.
¿Y en dónde tengo que usar esto? ¿Acá?
Crap. It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch. Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's Still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
What kind of odds would you give me that I can disarm you and douse the young lady's torch?
All right, physics.
Ok. Lo estoy leyendo, lo estoy leyendo porque no estoy entendiendo qué tengo que hacer. Ok.
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't hear a noise.
Okay, go behind the counter and click on the loose board. ¿Acá? Ah, sí, mira. Bien.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see. 100 years from now, Hill Valley will erect a statue in my honor.
If you go through it.
Créetela.
Come on.
Got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
You first, lady.
Come on, you son of a...
Ha!
What the frog?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead. Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
Doc, she's gone. Edna's DeLorean.
We've got to stop her before she hits 88 miles per hour. Come on!
Okay, Edna, nothing to be worried about. You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, fudge!
What's she doing?
I think she's spouting euphemisms at us. Luckily, the road out of Hill Valley is still pretty rough in 1875. It's unlikely she'll manage to accelerate to 88 miles an hour anytime soon.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. We can't risk injuring her or damaging the vehicle for fear of altering the timeline even further. Luckily, those diagnostic lights my alternate self put all over her DeLorean have given me an idea. Here,
Okay.
take these.
What are these?
Flux synchronization modules.
How do they work?
I generally use them for maintenance purposes, but we might be able to use them to sync up with the alternate DeLorean's diagnostic modules, thus making it possible to link both sets of time circuits and override the time destination of the alternate DeLorean. At least that's the theory, anyway.
Okay.
That's a great plan, I think.
Best of all, we won't need to weld the modules to the frame. We can snap them over the diagnostic lights.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed to do that?
Good question. Let me think. Aha!
A hoverboard!
It saved our hides a few times before, so it seemed like the appropriate tool to bring along for the job.
Sweet!
Qué lindo que es el DeLorean que vuela,
You okay?
It's just like riding a bike.
You ready to make the jump?
Ready, Doc.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Whoa!
Nice form, Marty. How's the reception on the wireless?
Great. Where'd you get these?
From Bird's cache of 21st century video game consoles. Now remember, all you've got to do is attach the flux sync modules to those diagnostic lights.
Okay.
Will do, Doc. Is
this the starboard flux emitter?
Yes. Now plug in the flux sink.
All right.
Nicely done. Now, aim the sink toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here. I already put a flux override here.
Ay, dale. Ahí está. Ok. ¿Y ahora?
Hey, that's one flux sink down. 2 to go.
I better not touch it now that it's synced.
Ahora tengo que ir al del otro lado. ¿No? Ah, no.
It's locked.
Ay, no sé qué tengo que hacer.
I better not touch it now that it's synced. Whoa!
No entiendo para qué me sirve hacer eso.
Maybe not.
Nice work, Mark.
Not sure what that...
Ok. Ah, porque rompí el vidrio.
Made it.
Excellent. Now let's get that flux override mounted on before she starts making life difficult.
Like she's been making it easy up till now? Is that the port flux emitter?
Yes. Now plug in the flux sink.
Well, here goes nothing, Doc. Whoa!
Perfect. Now, aim the flux sink towards the receiving dish on my DeLorean.
Receiving dish. Check! I already put a flux override here.
Ahí está.
We're almost home, Marty. Just one flux sink left.
¿En serio?
Get off my car, you hooligan!
It's locked! I better not touch it now that it's synced. Edna!
What?
Let me in!
You want in? Fine!
Marty, are you all right?
really.
What?
Pull over.
No!
Whoa!
Excellent, Marty. Now that you're on top of the DeLorean, you can attach the flux sink to the overhead flux emitter.
It's great, Doc.
Ah, por eso hice esto. Ok.
Ha!
Nicely done. Now, aim the sink toward the receiving dish.
Ay, dale. Ay, qué difícil. Ahí está.
That's it. Get out of there, Marty.
Phew.
Ahí lo tuve que leer cómo era esto. Ya está. Ya lo terminamos. Tengo que arreglar la silla.
Now what?
Now we take control of Eddie's DeLorean with the flux synchronizers and... That's strange.
What?
Ay, te suscribiste con Prime.
The temporal cohesion of Edna's DeLorean is decaying.
Muy bien.
English, Doc.
Gracias.
We've got to get Edna home. Now. Hold on.
Holy shit!
¿Qué te pasó?
Parker? Then I must be back in... Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest, and being a general all-round pain in the ass.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the last century.
Would you look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
I'm not drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are.
I'm loving this.
I'll prove it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it! Unhand me, you dolt!
Well, I guess that's it for Edna.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate. By my calculations, the timeline should catch up with it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
What the hell? Hey, Parker, you're not gonna believe this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc, the timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Harry, you missed all the fireworks at the expo.
Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Audie took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
Then it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, are you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
Amor, cuando hagas las milanesas y el arroz, hace un poquito más de las dos cosas, así me llevo mañana.
Artie, you can't do this. You're not supposed to get married for another 5 years.
Well, I know Trixie and I were taking things slow.
But after that witch Edna got me fired with that postcard, we kind of accelerated things a little.
The postcard? Oh, man. Trixie, you can't marry Artie.
Is this about my past with Kid? 'Cause Artie ain't holding that against me.
That's right, darling. The past is the past.
Yeah, but... Can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
You didn't think my real name was Trixie Trotter, did ya?
Don't feel too bad.
Se está casando con la mujer correcta.
Wait a minute, you're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and... Huh. Oh my God, I've seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie. I'm sure he'll come around.
Come around to what?
To approving your marriage. You seem kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss Sylvie here.
Aw, thank you, Dad.
As for you, stranger, I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Callahan.
See ya in the funny papers, Harry.
Goodbye, Grandma.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
Here we are, back in good old 1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still going on. Hey, don't you want to stay, Doc? You gotta stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage sale? You mean...
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great! Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Claire and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Strange. I can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual Earhart Brown Scholarship for Young Scientists? Something funny?
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you. Happy graduation.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family. From your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931 to look for her.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
This is great, Doc. Thanks.
It's the least I could do for the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Brown!
Edna? Einie!
What's going on? What are you doing with my dog?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man. Giving him such much needed exercise. Isn't that right, Einstein?
Hey, Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie. Oh, Mr. McFly, have you seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff! I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, well, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Don't say anything. Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
Oh.
Doc!
Marty, what are you doing here?
You gotta come with me. Back to the future.
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right. Bring him along, too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott.
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Don't listen to him, Doc. It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids. What? That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back.
Doc, how can there be 2 more of me here?
I have no idea. By all rights, a space-time continuum should be tearing apart like a cheap dish rag right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is the future is totally jacked up, and you gotta come with me to save it. No, me. So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or 3.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty? Come on.
Prepare to be erased. Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future? And mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Where to, Doc?
Mr. McFly, thrill me.
¡Y terminó! No me termino de convencer el final igual, ¿eh? No, no va a continuar nunca, chicos. Esto salió en el 2011, estamos en el 2024 y nunca hubo segunda temporada de este juego. Una lástima, porque estuvo bueno. Ya me acabo de enterar de una mala noticia. Por algo yo dejé de mirar Netflix. Cancelaron Caos. No, no va a haber una segunda temporada. Miren Caos, miren Caos. Se están perdiendo una re buena serie. Bueno, hemos terminado con Volver al Futuro. Lindo juego, me gustó. Así que bueno, nos estamos viendo el jueves con sorpresas. Así que cuídense, coman rico. No sé qué onda afuera. Yo estoy como muy abrigado, me parece. ¿Qué onda afuera? ¿Hace frío? Sí. Abríguense. Así que bueno, nos estamos viendo el jueves que viene a la misma hora. Recuerden que mañana está Juan Cruz. Durante el día tienen varios programas. Todo por acá por Twitch. A mí me siguen en August de Barrio. August con doble S. O en YouTube, @Mate-Galletitas. Cuídense, nos estamos viendo el jueves. Chau, chau.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls, whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. Our tour begins here in this gallery, where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state. Your cadaverous pallor.
Creak and the tombstones quake.
Spooks from upwards swing and wake.
Happy haunts materialize
and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
For a silly spook, they sit by your side.
Shrouded in a dark disguise.
They pretend to terrorize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
As the moon climbs high o'er the dead oak tree,
spooks arrive for the midnight spree.
Creepy creeps with eerie eyes
start to shriek and harmonize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
When you hear the knell of a requiem bell,
weird ghouls dream where spirits dwell.
Restless bones etherealize.
Rise as spooks of every size.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake,
spooks from upwards swing and wake.
Happy haunts materialize
and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
Now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
For a silly spook, they sit by your side.
Shrouded in a dark sky.
Climb high over little trees. Spooks of the night till midnight street. Creepy creeps within the eyes. Start to shake on all night. Bring ghosts start to socialize. When you hear the knell of a requiem bell, here goes the evil spirits well. Restless bones eat their night. Rises spooks of every size. If you would like to join our jam.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our